Sorry about that. All right, so what's going on, guys? Here's a video that I kind of wanted to give you guys. What do we have here? You guys can't even see it. It's so large. Hold on. That's what she said. So the reason why I decided to essentially get this monitor is because I wanted to give myself an opportunity to multitask at the best of my capabilities. This monitor can do a bunch of stuff. We know that. What I haven't tried was making it one big screen for one PC, right? It's a really nice looking monitor. The only problem I have with this monitor, and I'll get into that in a second, there's a big caveat with this monitor, and I'll tell you guys what happened. So I used to have a G9 monitor, 49 inches across the way. It was just too flat. In my opinion, it was like one of those monitors. Like imagine you see this monitor and you cut it in half, right? You cut that in half going down vertically. And when you do that, it becomes this little skinny looking monitor. And I'll just give you guys an understanding of what that looks like. But I was getting that, right? So there's a lot of real estate on this side of the room, and I wanted to have my desks combined, as you can see, and I was the only way to do that was to get this monitor. Now, I had the other monitor. I kept it for a little bit, and I was gonna leave it. I was gonna keep it posted on the wall, but then I seen that this monitor is just way too big, and you know, if I wanted to turn it horizontally, I could do that. Monitor was dated. The G9 was dated. It was one of the first of its kind, and this one came out for a Gen 2. Now there was a Gen 1. This is the Gen 2. The Gen 1 that came out, it had pretty much the same similar concept. You can do multitasking and all that, but this one does more. You can add up to 3 PCs if you want. So I can literally run all my PCs through that one monitor, which is, to me, ridiculous and necessary to some degree. I do need to just control 2 PCs, one being my MacBook, which is MacBook Pro Max, and then the other one being my second PC. I needed that type of orientation where I can have multiple screens at a 32 inches as far as monitors go. The bad part about this monitor, one, is very heavy. The stand alone, which is the stand over here, I'm gonna show you the stand. The stand alone is about 80 pounds. I myself could not lift. I could lift it, but it was a struggle. So that with the TV together was a lot. It was a lot to try to hold those two together. And I did not enjoy that one bit. I had my daughter, if you guys can see in the beginning of the video, try to help me. But eventually she wasn't like really helping me. She was kind of just like holding me back. So I just lifted it past her and I just used my dad's strength, I guess. That was not fun. That was not fun. The second gripe I have with it, it's a very sensitive monitor, which means any little things you do to it, it can break. It can, you know, the pixels can damage. It seems like there's no real density and toughness to it compared to the gaming monitors that I used to have, G9. So the reason why I got the monitor was to multitask, and I hope it does help me out in that regards. We will test it out, and I will give you guys an updated video. So this is what my project was that I've been doing, and this is the reason why I haven't been streaming and I haven't been really putting out content like that. It's because I've been, you know, busy fixing and wire managing, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and that stuff takes a long time, especially when you're a full-time dad, right? And you have your obligations, right? Where and now it's Ramadan, so I'm fasting as well. So it's a lot going on, and whenever you think you have time, boom, it's already 4 o'clock where you have to leave the house and take the kids to gymnastics and then, you know, do some Ubering, right? So I can't just take the kids for a 3-hour class, drive 30 minutes out, drive 30 minutes back, and get back in time to then start getting into the mentality of fixing continuing where I was at. And then after I continue where I was at, I then have a problem of if I run into something, right? If I'm missing something, if I don't have something that I thought I had and I forgot it or something like that, and then I have to go buy it, and it's just like a lot of lag. So if I didn't have everything the way I wanted it, I had to go buy a piece here or there. So it was a lot going on in that regards. Monitor can move and can turn, so I have it on almost like a nice mount that can move around. It's very adjustable. So if I want to face it this way, I could face it this way. If I want to face it that way, I can face it that way. If I want to turn it, the monitor obviously turns by itself. The back piece is the turning piece, so I can move it pretty much any direction I want. So I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope if you have any questions, there's no real change in the video that you see linked below as far as the PCs go. They're pretty much the same PC. Only thing I've added was a new monitor. So if you want to see that with the new monitor and what I now run on my gaming PC, then you can see that. Just let me know. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I've been saying this a lot, but I appreciate you guys. All right. Peace.